California. You heard of Compton? It's where he grew up. He lost his sight at the age of 4, but he adopted a can-do, positive attitude that has served him well throughout life. In fact, so well, he received a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Yale. He received a doctorate from the law school at University of Southern California. He was a professional lawyer and a judge. As a matter of fact, he received the governor's trophy from Governor Gray Davis as the California Employee of the Year in 2002. 2006, he received the Toastmasters Presidential Citation for outstanding contribution to Toastmasters International and its program of communications and leadership. In 1993, he became an accredited speaker, one of the first ones. In August of '92, just 4 years after joining, who in here has been here for 4 years or longer in Toastmasters? Anybody? After 4 years, in 1992, he became the world champion of public speaking in Toastmasters. 4 years. Dana has authored and published 4 very incredible books. Many of you have seen some of them: Making the Moment Meaningful, Master the Ceremonies, the excellent book, 104 Principles for Living and Working, and The Soul's Mirror, Reflections on the Fullness of Life. He's an amazing man with a great story to tell. Please give a rousing Division J and B welcome, Mr. Dana LaMon.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many of you have been a Toastmaster for more than 5 years? Say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many of you have been in Toastmasters for fewer than 5 years? Say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a good number of you. I took that survey because it was 5.5 years ago when I last spoke for Division B's TLI. So I figure there's a few of you who haven't heard me speak before. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you should sound kind of sad about it. How long am I supposed to speak, Wayne?
20 to 25 minutes, please.
All right, Erica, you got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, and that's the person who actually drove from Lancaster. I could do it, but it would take me a little longer. So, in the introduction you heard that I became blind when I was 4 years old, and it was the result of an accident. I was running backwards, I fell on the back of my head, and it caused an injury to my head, which was recognized immediately. I mean, I was rushed to the hospital when the doctor did what they're supposed to do. And my mother discovered, after I was sent home, that something else was wrong with me because I was bumping into the furniture and then bumping into the wall in a house with which I should have been familiar. And she said, something else is wrong. I was taken back to the doctor, and they examined my eyes and discovered both of them as completely blind. I had an operation to restore sight to the right eye. What they discovered is there was a retina detachment. So they reattached the retina, and I was able to see out of the right eye. Never saw out of the left eye again after the accident. But over time, I lost sight even in the right eye. I read small print in the first grade. But in the summer between first and second grade, I lost some sight and couldn't read the small print anymore. So for second, third, and fourth grade, I had to read large print. In the middle of fourth grade, I couldn't read large print books anymore. I stayed in school, you got teachers here? Any teachers here say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not very many teachers, and those who are here not that happy about it. So they don't like to interrupt your school year, so they kept me in the school until the end of the fourth grade, but then I started a school for the blind back in 1962. I saw colors until I was 16 years old. I saw light until I was 24. And since then, I've seen nothing but dark. So I like to give people a hard time when they ask me what my favorite color is. I tell them it's black, and it's a good thing because it's the only one I can see. Throughout my life, what I heard most often was, he's blind, he can't. From those people who are outside of me, and I assure you that is everyone except me, those people who are outside of me did not see the possibility of success. I want to share with you today something about success. And I've titled this presentation, Where to Look When You're Looking for Success. Let's talk first of all, what are the elements of success? And I'm going to give you 6 of them. I started to do this and I realized that would have been an incorrect number. I'm still learning in Toastmasters about gestures. It just felt weird to do this. 6 elements of success, and in my normal way of giving a presentation, I would offer all 6 of them to you at the beginning, but I have a reason for withholding them one by one. So I will give a few quizzes during the course of the presentation to make sure that you're still following me. The first is purpose. Success requires that you have a purpose. Now, in general, all of us have a purpose. There's a reason why we were placed on this earth, and that universal purpose that each of us has is to give and to serve. We are placed here to serve the universe. But there's an individual purpose as well, and that is the specific purpose that you have been given. The specific reason why you are here. And that purpose fits within your talents and abilities. Not everybody can be a Herb Dowland. Not everybody wants to be a Herb. Everybody has been given their talents and abilities. Toastmasters is an opportunity for you to discover what they are or to magnify what they are. But you discover your talents and abilities, that's your individual purpose. And then there's the incidental purpose. That is the purpose for which you do each activity. There's a purpose that each of us join Toastmasters for one reason or another. Now I have to go back and tell you I was speaking in Indonesia. I believe it was the time I was in Indonesia speaking. And Balraj at the time had made the statement that we all joined Toastmasters to be leaders. And I had some choice words. I kept them to myself. Because I know a lot of people who join Toastmasters to be speakers. And so I decided he spoke before I did. I decided when I got up, I would just take a survey. Why not take a survey? And now I remembered it was not. Sorry, I have to clear the story up. It was not Indonesia, it was China. Because, and what refreshed my memory is what the survey was about. So I said, how many of you joined Toastmasters to be leaders? You know, oh yeah. You know, I encourage you to say, oh yeah. You know, that you get to know me, that's the response, because raising your hand does nothing for me. So, and then I said, how many of you joined to be speakers? Oh yeah, it was about the same, right? So, you know, I was satisfied then. I knew that I'd proven Valraj was not quite there. But I had heard something else while I was in China, so I asked, how many of you had joined Toastmasters to improve your English? Oh yeah! That was actually even louder than be a speaker or to be a leader. Then I had one more, because I also heard something else. How many of you joined Toastmasters to find a spouse? Ask Wayne about that. Well, Wayne Choate, that is. But we all have our reason. There has to be a purpose. If you want success, you've got to remember what that purpose is in order to meet that success. And also, what is the purpose? Why are you looking for that particular success? Is it because you want the trappings of success? Is it because you have a contribution you want to make? Purpose is the first of the 6 elements of success. The second is ambition. Ambition, and I need to make it clear because I was giving the speech and someone repeated it back to me later and talked about being ambitious. There's a difference between having ambition and being ambitious. Usually when you're ambitious, you're running over people to get what you think you want. Ambition is to have a strong desire for something, a desire strong enough to propel you forward. I'll tell you that it's not often that I get ill, but I've actually been in my bed for the past, since Tuesday. But I got up this morning. I had no problem getting up this morning because of my desire to present. I made a commitment to Wayne that I would be here. I love to speak. It was something that gave me a different energy that I could get. I'll tell you, Wednesday morning there was no motion toward the edge of the bed. I mean, Wednesday it was totally different. I mean, Erica said, "Davey, you need to go away. Davey, you need to go away." You know? But this morning I was up 2 hours before Erica was up. Because of that ambition to give a presentation, to say something to someone that will make a difference in how they approach their lives and how they approach Toastmasters. That's what ambition is about, having that strong desire. You know, when I joined Toastmasters, I joined because I needed to improve my ability to put humor in my speeches. That's what I needed to do. Well, that's what I thought I needed to do. After I joined Toastmasters, I was reminded there are a lot of other things But then I attended District 33's spring conference in 1989, and I witnessed the International Speech Contest, and forget about humor in speeches. Let's talk about contests. Let's talk about, and so I had this interest in competing in the World Championship. And eventually that happened. I mean, it didn't take long, actually. What was it, 88 is when I joined Toastmasters. In 90, I was in my first contest. And 91, I actually made it to the World Championship and came in second place. 92, thanks to Toastmasters, who encouraged me to do it again. 91, I came in second. How many of you would be quite pleased if you came in second place in the World Championship of Public Speaking? So, I was quite pleased. But there were Toastmasters who encouraged me to do it again, especially my mentor, Lucille Lanham. She said, you got to strike while the iron's hot. That's what she told me. So I competed again in 1992 and came in first place. Here's my point. Your goals change. That is to be expected. What is also to be expected is that they are goals that are strong enough, they keep you strong enough to desire to propel you forward, no matter what the situation might be. Ambition is that second element. The third element of success, thank you. I was back at another speech, so is confidence. Confidence. You know, one of the things that there are a lot of people who have joined Toastmasters talked about having fear of speaking. And overcoming that fear, they develop that confidence. Yes, that's one of the things, that's one of the benefits from your Toastmasters experience. But confidence not only in speaking, but confidence in yourself, confidence in who you are. That's the confidence that I am talking about. It starts with confidence in speaking. I created a program for elementary school kids called Excite. It's excelling in confidence, image, thought, and expression. And I encourage them to stand up and say their name and say it like you like it. Because too often I heard kids who stand up and they, what's your name? He said, what? Say your name and say it like you like it. So, you know, when if you give kids permission to make noise, they'll make noise, right? So I gave the rest of the group, we had a average attendance of about 33 kids in this program, and you give them permission, you know, if they don't say their name loudly and clearly, I want you to say it like you like it. You know, and those kids did it too. It's like, say it like you like it. You can do that now here today, by the way. I haven't been given permission to do that, but I don't always need permission to do what I do. So if someone gets up and says their name and it's not clearly and loudly, then you have my permission to say it like you like it. All right, let's practice a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Say it like you like it. Okay, there you go. So that's the beginning of confidence. But confidence in who you are. One of the things that I developed with my presentations on making the moment meaningful is getting people to define who you are. You get to define who you are. You define who you are by what you do, by what you say, by what you share. And if you don't define who you are, somebody else will. That's what I discovered. He's blind, he can't. That's their image of Dana LaMon. That's how they saw Dana LaMon. So I had to define who I am. So confidence in who you are and confidence in what you are capable of doing. Now, I grew up going to a church that taught, you know, what churches teach. And did I hear a signal?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm not good on time, so that's why Erica's working hard on this one. And they taught, well, I'll tell you, one of the favorite verses in the Bible that they want to teach is, I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. And that was an important verse for me because it was the opposite. On the one hand, I hear people saying, he's blind, he can't. Then I go to church and I can do all things. So I think it's important that you have the confidence that what you were placed on this earth to do, you have the ability to do it. And maybe it's been 39 years of your life, or 46 years of your life, or 65 years of your life, that before you joined Toastmasters and you discovered that through a program of communication and leadership, you also define what you're capable of doing inside. But you've got to develop that confidence. All right, first quiz. First three elements of success are? And the fourth one is effort. It's about doing something about it. I grew up, when I went to school, I went to a school for the blind for 5th grade and 6th grade. Then I went to a junior high school that had a Braille department. It was a regular junior high school. So it had a Braille department, and we had about 18 blind students there, and we'd go to regular classes, and when we needed to do our work, we'd go to the Braille department, and the teacher would read or Braille, and we had typewriters there for us to type our responses, and that's the way I functioned in junior high and high school. I made a determination early on that I was going to go to college. There was no question in my mind about that. I was in the 3rd grade when I remembered first thinking I'm going to college. I don't know where the idea came from because my parents did not go to college. I am the 7th of 12 children, and the 6th in front of me did not go to college. But I had this idea that I'm going to go to college, and the idea is I'm going to go to UCLA or USC. UCLA, those are the two colleges I heard about, UCLA or USC. And until the 11th grade, when someone planted a different idea in my head. My friend Harvey said, "Dana, you can go to Yale." All right. He put me in touch with the person that he had been in touch with, because what he told me is, he said, "I just got accepted at Yale." He was a year ahead of me. "I just got accepted at Yale, and I believe you can do it." So he put me in touch with his contact person. I talked to him, and he says, "You know, I agree with Harvey. You can go to Yale." All right, so he said, "Here's where I want you to apply. You got your Braille writer?" "Yep, I got it." He said, "All right, I want you to send an application." You'll know how long ago this was. Write to get an application and catalog for Yale. Okay, I write that down. Harvard, okay. Princeton, Columbia, okay. MIT, all right. And as a safety valve, Stanford. So I applied to those 6, and I got into 5 of the 6.
Wow.
But it took some effort. I couldn't just, well, you know, they'll feel sorry for me and they'll let me in. That doesn't work because they're on this side. He's blind, he can't. You have to put forth an effort, and I had to do that even when I went to talk to my Department of Rehabilitation counselor. They're the ones supposed to help me reach my goals. I go in and I say, "I want to go to Yale." And there's hesitation. You see, their success is measured by successful closures. They want success too. They want successful closures. They call it 26. This is a 26 closure. And what's nice about it, what they wanted is a closure as quickly as possible, right? So if I went in there and said, "I just want to go across the street," they said, "Oh yeah, we can do that really quickly. You can go here first." The sooner the better. I said I wanted to go to Yale. They're looking at the, "Ooh, that's going to take 4 years." It's going to take 4 years to close that. They said, "You know, we have had success in sending blind people to the Systems Development Corporation to learn to be computer programmers. It's a 9-month program, and in 9 months you could be making money. Okay, so you guys got excited about that. But I'm talking about 1969. I said, what the hell is a computer? So in addition to making an effort, when you have that ambition, when you have that confidence, you have to do something about it. You have to be willing to take the initiative, because there will be well-meaning people who will want to direct you somewhere else. Why? Because it benefits them, not because it benefits you. So be willing to make the effort. And then there's resilience. Number 5 is resilience. Resilience is important because the road is seldom easy. Resilience is about the ability to bounce back. No matter what hits you, you bounce back. And it doesn't matter how hard it hits you. It doesn't matter how hard you hit the ground. What matters is how you get up. I started to say how quickly you get up. That doesn't matter either. The quickly doesn't matter. The important thing is the get up. That's the resilience. If you want to reach success, that's what you have to have as resilience. You look at my resume as Wayne presents it, and it looks pretty good. Graduated from Yale, degree from USC Law School, 29 years as a judge, world champion of public speaking, accredited speaker, 4 books.
Say it like you like it.
That's Katie.
That was good. See Erica during the break show. Where you're doing the break. But now we have to add 2 more minutes to my time. Because that one wasn't planned. What the resume doesn't show. While I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Yale, I failed abstract algebra. It was abstract to me then. It was abstract to me now. The resume doesn't show that I failed the bar exam 1 time, 2 times. It doesn't show that the first time that I competed in the international speech contest, I came in 3rd place at the district level. There's a lot of failures that can occur during the course of one's venture for success. But it's not the failures that matter. It's the resilience, your ability to get back up. All right, second test. Element number 1. Pressure 2.
Confidence, effort, resilience.
These 5 elements can be used to reach success at any level in any situation that you happen to be in. I would encourage you to use them in a positive way. They can be used for the negative. We can listen to incidences in the news and see that people have been successful at doing destructive things. And they probably had in their minds purpose, ambition, confidence, effort, and resilience. And that's why number 6 is important. Number 6 is love.
Aww.
I define love as the unselfish interest in the well-being of another. The only way that we can successfully do what we do in Toastmasters is to do it in love. Now, we may not use the term love, and I don't know which pathway. But in truth, to be an effectively valuable, it has to be done in love. That's the only way that you can be sure that you have given your fellow Toastmasters something to edify them. You're going to be a judge in a speech contest, it has to be done in love. That's the way that you ensure fairness of what you do. You're going to be an area director, division, or district leader, it has to be done in love. That's the only way fellow Toastmasters and members can be sure that you have their interests at heart as well as yours. So, the sixth element is love, that unselfish interest in the well-being of another. So there are the 6 elements, final test. Number 1, purpose. Number 2, ambition. Number 3, confidence. Number 4, effort. Number 5, resilience. Number 6, love. But at the outset, I told you the presentation was where to look when you're looking for success. The answer is inside. That's the only place you can find all 6 of those elements. So when you're looking for success as a club leader, as a member of Toastmasters, as a mentor, as a contestant, as a district leader, it doesn't matter what position it is. You're looking for success, look first inside for purpose, ambition, confidence, effort, resilience, love.